So, here we go again. Here we go again. Once again, here we go with certain things being forced. So, according to Axios, Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner, is considering a run for the governor of California. And mainly because Governor Gavin Newsom is facing a recall attempt. So 3 sources close to Jenner confirmed the news to Axios, revealing that Bruce is working with political consultants. Jenner is a Republican who previously supported Donald Trump, and Axios reports that she is working with Caroline Wren, who was a fundraiser who previously worked on Trump's 2020 election campaign. Newsom is likely to face a recall election later this year, the first time since 2003, when Democratic Governor Gray Davis was ousted and replaced by Republican Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. You guys remember that, because Arnold is the one who gave the call and pushed the button to get Tukey the injection, which had me going crazy in school. I damn near started a riot when Arnold let Tukey die. That hurt my heart. Because he said he wasn't going to kill him. He said he wasn't going to sentence him to death, and he wound up doing it anyway. I was about 15, 16. That hurt my heart. Listen to me. But, so nearly 1.5 million people and petition signatures from registered voters are required to put the election on the ballot, which hasn't been reached yet. State and local officials have until April 29th to count the signatures and determine if an election can be held. Wow. So, this is my thing. So now, the power of different cultures and communities, right? Asians have their power. Blacks have their things going on. Caucasians have their things going on. Hispanics got their things going on. LGBTQ. Everybody has their own little thing going on where they have their own power and structure, right? So now, where we have women who are playing sports with men who are now trying to change their physical parts to match that of a woman, and then enter the sport to play that female, you're still a man. We have the governor of Arkansas, I believe, who said, you know what? I cannot give health care to the youth of transgender. If you are born a boy and you want to identify as a girl, we cannot contribute towards that. They don't accept it there. So now when you say to me that Bruce, now Caitlyn Jenner, is running for governor of California, here's what I'm going to say, which goes back to how I started off with the cultures in different groups. Because of how powerful the LGBT community is, because of how strong they've always been before they were widely known, just because we didn't see it as often doesn't mean it wasn't happening. Because of how powerful they are, the power that they possess, the connections they have, the secrets they know of the world, there is a good chance that Mr. Jenner could be the governor of California. There's a very, very, very good chance. There is a very, very good chance in California. And another thing too is you have to remember the LGBT community is very powerful across this country, across this world. But mind you, in California, oh, you could forget it. You could forget it. In New York, powerful. It's 40 plus million people in California, the entire state. There's 19 million people in New York City. Well, 19 million in New York State, 12 million in the city. Out of 60 million people, how many people do you actually think support LGBT in the community? How many people do you actually think support them? They have a lot of supporters. Rightfully so. It is what it is. We can't knock what other individuals do. We all respect each other's boundaries. But my point is to say this. All they need is 1.5 million petition signatures. So, I just said that there's 40 million people in the state of California. Caitlyn Jenner was formerly known as Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner was an Olympic gold medalist, ran for the United States track team, and he is an all-around. He's an all-star athlete. So he had a crazy following from then to eventually be a father to a child who comes from the Kardashian family. When that happens, now things change a little bit, because now Rob is the pillar of that family who gave them that spotlight because of that O.J. Simpson case, and the fact that Uncle O.J. was Uncle O.J. to them. And then you add another layer of people knowing him from the show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And then you add another layer and you say, well, we formerly know Caitlyn as Bruce Jenner, but we now know this is Caitlyn Jenner. And Caitlyn Jenner has millions of followers and supporters. Not only does Caitlyn Jenner have millions of followers and supporters, Caitlyn has a lot of money and a lot of power and people in high places that got a lot of money and high power. So now, 1.5 million signatures. Let's realistically ask ourselves, how do we feel about formerly known Bruce Jenner, now known Caitlyn Jenner, winning and becoming the governor of California? Ask yourself how you feel about that. Because if it can happen in California, that means it can happen anywhere. Anywhere. And that would be record-breaking. We thought Arnold Schwarzenegger would never be able to become the governor of California. We didn't think that was possible. But look what happened. Not only did he become the governor of California, he stopped being a governor and went right back into movies like it was nothing. Do you not see the power that some individuals have? Some groups, some cultures? It is what it is. But ask yourself, how would I feel if Caitlyn Jenner was the president or was the governor of my state? How would I feel about that? How would you feel about it? Ask yourself. Questions, comments, leave it below. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to everybody. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. If you rock with me, I rock with you. One.